and one of those became Battle of Rate
Mm.
became super famous. It was like as said, there was, as my son, as some said, there was very few roads, and of course they were gravel roads and narrow, and so they were not road network was very poor.
Mm-hmm.
So, and lots of swamps, as Sam said. So the proceeding with tanks was very, very difficult. They had to use very narrow channels to get the tanks to the front, and then the winter was extremely bad. So it
Mm-hmm.
was
Yeah.
temperatures down to -40, -45, and so it was like terribly icy war.
Mm-hmm.
And Finnish troops, although we had in the beginning specifically we had a shortage of arms, but we were like climate-wise, we were way better prepared than the Soviets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to a lot of people that might sound surprising. It's like you would expect Russians to be well prepared for the winter, and kind of one of the common conceptions of World War II in general is that the Russians were much more prepared for the winter than the Germans. But in this case, it was the Finns who were much better prepared than the Russians.
Yeah, has it passed your eyes that why was that? Because one would think that a Russian up in the north they can survive winters just as Finns can.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that I have a full picture of it. I mean, you have to, of course, remember that Russia is a huge country, and they were sending troops from various parts of the country, and not all of them experience the same kinds of winters that you get in at the latitude of Finland.
And specifically northeastern
Mm,
Finland, that is
yeah,
it's bad. It's really bad.
yeah, but I think the biggest factor was just really bad planning, just bad logistics and planning. It's like the officer corps was reduced to a fraction of the original numbers because of the purges, and a lot of the kind of politically minded, people replacing them just weren't very competent in their jobs, frankly.
They had a poor training, that's true, and
Yeah.
the trained like Sam referred to Stalin's purges. That's true. He pretty much sent to Siberia or killed 2/3 of his officers, trained officers who had experience, and also that is true that Russia at the time Soviet Union is a huge country, so they had in the Finnish front they had Georgians, Azerbaijans, South Ukrainians. They had people from all kinds of climates, and of course that kind of harsh climate. And then I think the shortage of good trained officers was also a thing.
Mm-hmm.
They anyway all these end up in a some of relatively poor preparations,
Mm-hmm.
clothing, the ammo, and the logistics and all that. So they were not on the level of Finland. Finnish guys were very very prepared to the harsh winter.